And what's up, Buff Nation? Yeah, Marc Clarke, and of course, Marc Clarke Sports and Leisure. Marc Clarke Sports and Leisure. Looking forward to our first trip before the end of the year. I'll tell you all about it. Okay, Marc Clarke Sports and Leisure. I just made that up. Okay, so exciting week. It's the Buffs versus Arizona State. Now, I believe this begins a nice little run for the Buffs. They've had two monstrous challenges, and they learned from their losses. Now I think it's time for them to roll for a few weeks. You got Arizona State this week, then you got Stanford, then you got UCLA. I think those will be solid wins. I think we're going to get a chance to see, I won't say a new look offense, but we're going to get a chance to see what the team looks like once they put everything together. I think this week is the week that they put things together. And if they don't, it will be very disappointing. If they don't blow out Arizona State, it'll be very disappointing because last week against a obviously overmatched USC, they came back in the second half and showed grit, determination, and a new level. And so this week is the week that they should put things together. Like I said, Arizona State, who's struggling, but also has great coaching. Stanford, UCLA, and then after that, it's Arizona State. I'm sorry, it's Oregon State, which should be now it should be a great test because they're going to have those three games and then the truth and get a chance to see what happens. And of course, each week you cannot overlook the teams. I don't think they suffer from that. I think Deion is very conscious of every aspect of the game. I think this is what the big revelation has been to even those of us who are fans of Deion, how thorough this person is, and at the end of the day, how special he is because he has experienced all of the aspects of the sport, and I think that's what makes him one of one, what makes him special, which makes him, this makes this a special moment because I think we're going to see something that we've not only never seen necessarily in real time because it's documented via his son, but we haven't seen a guy like this before who really understands the kids, who really has a connection because he's been coaching these same type of kids, the last 20 years since he had his kids. Somebody who understands the mind of an athlete who wants to shine, who wants the money, who wants the success, but also understands the mind of an athlete who wants to be super prepared, who wants to dominate at every level. And he's able to tell that kid, I know exactly what you want and I know how you get there. That's what very few coaches can do. Many can in theory, many can say, hey, Nick Saban, I've won at every level. I'm super successful, and this is how you do it. It's one thing to be able to tell somebody based on your information that you learned through, coaching and coming about it. It's different to actually be him, as Deion is, to be him, to be that kid, to be the greatest athlete at your school, at your college, on your NFL team, and then listen to coaching and be able to coach, because that's a whole different experience. Because those people, Deion knows things that most people don't know. How many people know what it is to be the absolute best athlete every place you've gone? What, one of one? How many people know how to market that? One of one. How many people are in the Hall of Fame? Okay. How many people can say that, yeah, they were the shutdown corner? Okay. Nobody threw to my side because that's how dangerous I was. So this is going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. The two new players, the young players who showed out last weekend, it's going to be interesting to see, will they continue to show out? It's going to be interesting to see. I think there's conversation around. I don't think Shiloh's coming back. Um, but conversation around some of the star players returning. Travis Hunter, I think, is possibly returning. So Cormani, is he here to stay? It's going to be an interesting week. It's going to be an interesting week, but again, I think it's going to be a blowout. And my prediction is: are we ready for the predictions? Are we ready? We're ready? Okay. Buffs 48, Arizona State 17. That is the prediction. Yes, Marc Clarke, Sports and Leisure. Let's go, Buffs. Buff Nation. Let's go.